Members of the Ekhurhuleni Council have reconvened today. On the agenda is a motion of no confidence against Mayor Sivuyile Ngodwane. A scuffle ensued in the council last month between members of the governing coalition, the ANC and the EFF. Nqobile Madlala is live for us in Germiston this evening with the very latest. Nqobile, good evening to you and thank you for this update. So we understand that the council meeting is on a break. Where are things at the moment relating to the motion of no confidence that presumably is being discussed?
Well, Xoli, yes, there is a 15-minute break that was asked by Action SA, asking to go into caucus. So that's what we're waiting for now, Action SA to come back. But what has already started is the debate with which councils have been able to speak out, talking about whether or not they support the motion, which of course we saw some of them coming out and saying that they feel that with the service delivery issues that have been highlighted by communities at large in Ekhurhuleni, they feel that the mayor has not at this point done a very good job with him and his executives and his members. So these are some of the things that were highlighted. We know that when they come back, the next thing on the item is for them to be able to start voting on that vote of no confidence against the mayor. But it's very important to outline that there are major issues that have been highlighted in this community, in this municipality. First of all, the communities are unhappy with the service delivery. Earlier on, we saw communities protesting outside. At some point, there were even clashes with the police where they were trying to come into the municipality building demanding answers, some of them talking about the fact that they haven't had electricity for such a long time, some of them speaking about waste issues, some of them speaking about revamping on the areas that they live in, including RDP housing. So these are some of the issues that were highlighted by the communities, and they feel that they have been neglected for some time. At the same time, you will remember that in council previously there was that argument on the AG report, which a lot of councillors were interested in understanding why it has not been tabled. And we heard from Councillor Dunga, who did of course clarify as an MMC of finance that they were of course looking at the report and that there were some discrepancies that they wanted to be looked into. That AG report has already been tabled. They have gone through it. We heard from the municipal manager that they got an unqualified report with conditions, and those are some of the things that the municipality must be looking at. So that's what has transpired throughout the day. But what you're seeing also here is that politics is at play. We've heard from the DA where they feel that most of these breaks is because of the fact that ANC as well as EFF are still buying time and renegotiating. According to them, they feel that ANC and EFF wants to see in terms of their marriage if it is still going to work. You will remember that ANC was the first one to support the motion of no confidence, supporting what Action SA was saying. But it remains unclear if they will continue to support it now going forward. But of course, we will find out as the voting takes place. But major issues that have been highlighted is that the mayor is not seen to be emphasizing on the service delivery, and so the council and the breakdown of council that continues to take place here and the mudslinging that are going in between the political parties are mainly because of, mainly representing of what's really taking place on the ground with municipalities, issues which we continue to see on the ground. So these are some of the issues that are being highlighted, of course, but the voting is going to take place going forward. However, Xoli, you will remember that before there was that chaos, there was some amendments that were made by ANC. And ANC just saying that because it is the majority party and that they have more seats, they did feel that then they should be the one that lead government, meaning in the coalition, then they get more seats in terms of getting MMCs and so on. These were some of the amendments that they had made previously. We also saw the DA also making an amendment where they said that they want to dissolve council until there is voting that takes place and then come back after that. However, now we have heard from the Speaker herself saying that those are the things that will not be considered. So some of those amendments two of those amendments will not be considered going forward, meaning the motion of no confidence continues as it is. And they will now, of course, vote on that, on whether or not the mayor does remain, him and his team.
Nqobile Madlala live for us there in Germiston at the venue of the council sitting in Ekhurhuleni.